let's begin to the code. I will be uploading both of these PDF and the temperature data, sensor data, DST11 data to the description. So now starting with it, first I have created a dst11.cpp file and dst11.h file. So in the .h file, it contains just the function names which I have created. Now we will follow this PDF. So as you can see, there are three phases: start signal, response signal, and data signal. So does our missions will be DST11 initialize equivalent to start signal, find response. It will be that response is whether getting from the sensor or not, and then receive DST. It is going to receive the data which is sent by the sensor. Now let's move to the .cpp file. So as our first function is dst.initialize. Okay, now we will understand this code from simultaneously the waveform of the DST11 sensor. Now in the start signal, what happens is that ideally the pin which we have connected to the sensor and to the microcontroller, both are in ideal state. Now in ideal state, data bus is high. That is by default our signal which will be if we are connecting a pin GPIO pin to our DST11, then it will be high, that is set to 1. Okay, now here black represents the host sends signal to sensor, that is microcontroller is sending some kind of signal to the sensor, and then this purple color, gray color is this signal has been received from by the host by the sensor. So first of all, to send the start signal, what we have to do, host will send a 18 milliseconds low pulse. Okay, so that's what I have done. Now I tell you how I am going to generate this 18 millisecond. We are going to generate this 18 millisecond delay via use of timers, not using the delay function. In fact, inside the delay function only our timers are working. So I will just tell you how those things work. Now now another thing to know. If I told you about this PDF, okay, I'm telling you about the maximum delay which 8-bit timer can generate and 16-bit timer, and about the normal mode. Now we need to generate 18 millisecond of delay. Now as we can see that from 8-bit timer, if we used 8-bit timer, that is timer 0, okay, so I can get only maximum delay of 15.3 milliseconds, but I want 18 milliseconds delay. So for that purpose we are going to use 16-bit timer, and 16-bit timer via prescaler n equals to 1024 okay, CLK, like this is TCR, like I told you in the first peripheral timer video that TCCR is used for setting the clock frequency prescaler. So TCCR1B, this sets the prescaler to my 8, n by 8. Okay, now n by 8 gets me the time period of 6.4 into 10 to the 1 minus 5 microseconds, 6 10 to the 1 minus 5 seconds. Okay, so now, and I am going to use timer 0 also for generating delay for other than 18 milliseconds, which will be required, like maximum we will be needing for microseconds in the range of 80, 54, 20, 40, 70. You will get to know about those in a while. Okay, so timer 0 initialized via prescaler 8. So via prescaler 8 I can get maximum delay of 128 microseconds. 8-bit timer prescaler 8 has time period of 5 into 10 to the 1 minus 7, and for that my maximum delay is 128 microseconds. Timer 1 initialized via clock frequency of 1024. Via 1024 I can get maximum delay of 4.19 seconds. Okay, via single count of a timer from 0 to its top, and here top is the 2 raised to power 8 or 2 raised to power 16. Okay, so now this is the initialize function. How this work? Simple thing. First I initialize timer 1 and timer 0. Then I have to set what? Now first microcontroller is sending data to the sensor. Okay, so the pin which I have connected to my PH4 pin, which is the digital pin 7 on the Arduino Mega. So this bit is set to 1 so that it is output. because first of all it is output. Okay, then clear bit, send a low signal, so I have cleared the bit at ph4, port H, ph4 has been cleared. Now I am going to wait for 18 milliseconds. How I am going to wait for 18 milliseconds? Now I have initialized TCNT1 equals to 0, and now until and unless TCNT1 is less than 281, it will be evolving inside the while loop. So it will be stuck inside the while loop, and for while it increments from 0 to 281, it will generate a 18 millisecond delay. So it is like waiting for 18 milliseconds. Similarly, I have after that 18 millisecond of delay, you can we have to set the ping to high so that I can receive the response from the sensor. Okay, so I have set the ping to high, port H, ph4 set bit. Then again we have to wait for 20 to 40 microseconds. Now here comes the microseconds, so we can use timer 0 very easily, because timer 0 in a prescaler of 8 has maximum of 128 microsecond, and we only need 40 microsecond. So set the pin to high and then wait for it till my timer counts from 0 to 80, that is for 40 microseconds. Okay, so by the time my timer 0 counts from 0 to 80, my 40 microsecond delay will be generated. Then I have set my sensor, my data pin to the low, because now my sensor will be sending data. So I have to configure my pin as input. Okay, so I have configured the pin as my input here in the end of the DST1 initialize function, this clear bit. Okay, then for the response, now I am going to get the response signal from the sensor. So now in this case, my microcontroller will be capturing the events of what kind of high, low, transition from low to high, high to low, and all such kinds. So I have set a if my pin H, if the GPIO pin is low, okay, because my first low signal of 54 microseconds, you can take it as 54 to 80 microseconds, anything. Okay, like in the datasheet it is specified, you can see in the datasheet that it is specified that it can receive low signal in the range of this is in the range of 80 microsecond. Okay, but on the logic analyzer when I have checked, then it shows the low signal of 54 microsecond. So that's why here it is written 54, but for in the code we will code according to the datasheet, that is for 80 microsecond delay. Now for 80 microsecond delay, I have done simple same thing, TCNT0 set to 0, and it will increment from 0 to 170, and while it increments from 0 to 170, it has generated 85 microsecond or 80 microsecond of delay. You can get this how I have also commented the code, like this is the formula. Okay, timer count equals to required delay upon time period minus 1. Now my required delay will be what? Timer count plus 1 into time period. Now my timer count is 281. Here I have written 281 plus 1, 282 into time period of the clock of that timer. Now timer 1 has the time period of 6.4 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. Similarly, timer 0 has time period of 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 7. And same way all these things. So 80 microsecond delay has been generated by TCNT0 less than 170, and then TCNT0 less than 170 again. Why? Because first sensor sends the low pulse for 80 microseconds. So is set, wait for 80 microseconds, and then is set like high. So if is set, okay, no exclamation mark, and then wait for 80 microseconds. Now I will be getting the sensor data. So that's it for now. Like the video, subscribe the channel, and press the bell icon to get notified for new videos, and share it with your friends.